Hi, Peter. We are Group 15. So for the introduction, FW3 is a small manufacturer that adopts a differentiation strategy. Recently, FW3 launched Freedom in UK. Freedom is an electric mower and hedge clipper set, specifically designed for people aged 55 to 75, which is easy to use, easy to store, and is 25% lighter than other products. Now FW3 has a pilot sales data of 72 districts in England and want to predict total sales in all the 350 districts based on demographic characteristics of the districts. And this is the main purpose of our project. We will start from introducing business analytics methodology and the specific steps under the methodology, exploring the relationship between sales and demographic factors, and answering all the questions issued. And this is the content. So for the business analytics methodology, it's the main framework we conduct our research. It includes 4 steps. Firstly, problem situation structuring. We use rich pictures to step back from the situation and try to grasp a comprehensive understanding where all aspects of the situation are sufficiently considered. Secondly, business model mapping. The business model canvas can help present a holistic conceptualization of the business unit and explains the firm's value creation and the value capture process. Thirdly, identifying opportunities. Based on the analysis of the business model, we will figure out how can analytics support the future growth of this business and capture more value. This will be covered in the last part. Step 4, analytics implementation, is about examining the hypothesis and answering all the questions of the project by modeling in Excel.
Let's go to BAM step 1. This is our rich picture. As we can see through the rich picture, FW3 has only 2 retailers as distribution channel. However, because the sales and the cost of sales are highly dependent on these 2 retailers, which can significantly impact its bargaining power. In this case, FW3 should consider diversifying its distribution channels by exploring new retailers and or alternative methods. The problem too is the lack of forward vertical integration. FW3 should consider forward vertical integration such as direct sale. By doing so, the company can reduce its relying on third-party distributors and gain more control over the entire supply chain process. This also allows the company to respond more quickly to changing customer needs and the market conditions, thus improve its overall competitiveness. Problem 3, limited improvement in manufacturing. While FW3 manufacturing is on the industry average level, there is still room for improvement in terms of automation and facilities. The company should consider investing in new technology and upgrading its facilities to improve efficiency and productivity. The problem 4 is a lack of analytics team. An analytics team is significant for FW3 as a manufacturing company, since it can help the company make informed decisions, increasing efficiency, reduce costs, and improve customer satisfaction. However, FW3 can position itself for growth and success in highly competitive market.
For business model mapping, currently, FW3 has a perfect collaboration between among its marketing research, design, and manufacturing team. Thus, FW3 can maximize the value delivered to the target segments. The value proposition of the FW3 is mainly the capability to design differentiated products. For instance, Freedom, which is easy to use, easy to store, and 25% lighter than other products. Well, FW3 chose to sell the products with reliable retailers, from which customer will gain more trust and reliability. Additionally, FW3's brand reputation and excellent customer support will further ensure the simplicity of the product and the timely assistance, which are essential to the customer.
Hi, Peter. It is my pleasure to present you to the 4th step of BAM, the main data analysis. Firstly, we think population is the main geodemographic variable driving sales. And this scatter shows the linear positive correlation between sales and population. But we can see that the R square is only 0.7823. And based on Freedom's target market, we use the elderly population instead as the main geodemographic variable. And we can see that the R square has become larger, indicating that the quality of the model has improved. And we also realized that Birmingham represented an outlier in annual sales, and therefore removed it to not affect the accuracy of our prediction. And finally, we established the Model 1 here, and this scatter shows the linear positive correlation between sales and the elderly population. And the R square here is 0.7512, indicating the good quality of Model 1. We also have a hypothesis that sales per head of elderly population tend to be higher in larger districts, as they tend to be more rural, and therefore more people tend to have gardens. And since Freedom's target market is the elderly who have gardens, we want to explore the relationship between sales per head of elderly population and area. And you can see that this scatter shows the relationship is the nonlinear positive correlation. So this evidence verifies our hypothesis. And finally, we got totally two significant independent variable, and we established a multivariant model to explore the effect of area and the elderly population on sales in each sample district. Through regression analysis, we found that R square is 0.89, indicating that Model 2 has higher validity and better fit than Model 1. And finally, we can use this equation to predict sales in each district and then the total sales.
In our investigation, we identified a potential predictor for sales, perhaps population densities. Our research suggests that rural districts characterized by lower population densities tend to exhibit higher sales figures. Also, we excluded Birmingham. Two variables were utilized to develop our models. Firstly, we calculated the sale per head by considering the annual sales and the total population. Secondly, we developed the elderly population densities by incorporating the age group of 45 to 64 and the respective area. Notably, upon plotting the data, we observed a negative correlation between these two variables. To assess the model's performance, we applied a powered function and obtained a good fit, indicating a strong relationship. In fact, the third model displays a higher efficiency of determination compared to the Model 1 and Model 2, suggesting increased reliability. Based on these three models, we predict the total sales figures for all districts in England using the population and area data. Notably, all three models produce similar results, indicating that the sales revenue for Freedom lawmakers in England is estimated to be around £6.6 million. With this information in hand, we can confidently recommend the adjust to our production line to accommodate the expected demand.
The final section is about other potential uses of analytics which might support FW3's business going forward. This analytics project successfully helped FW3 understand the pilot sales figure of Freedom and predict national sales, giving us the insight that FW3 can further unleash productivity and profitability by applying business analytics with its own information and data. One is current opportunity primarily based on predictive analytics concerning key elements of manufacturing activity, logistics and supply chain, revenue streams, cost structure, and key partner. The other one is future opportunities based on prescriptive analytics. By modeling and assessing the performance of different channels and the key resources, FW3 can further develop its online and upselling capability and monitor resources with strategic advantage. Business analytics can also contribute to customer value creation and deliver via advanced modeling method. That's all. Thank you.